Hi everyone, welcome to the Rudra channel. Very excited to have a conversation with you guys today. Today is going to be a very interesting topic, a topic why Rudra or Jupiter is indeed Lord Rudra. It's interesting because this changes the game, this changes everything about astrology and changes everything about how we want to take this further. So let's go deeper into this. All right, so one, I want to say that live has started, YouTube live has started, and I'm going to be doing more YouTube live. So if you want to have a conversation, interaction, and just message me, talk to me, then definitely go through the live session, the YouTube live session of Rudra channel, and then we could go further into it. But today we'll just go further into why Jupiter is Lord Rudra. So let's go further into it and explore this concept further. All right. So essentially, in astrology, two amazingly powerful nakshatras, just two amazingly powerful nakshatras. The first one is Shravana nakshatra. Second one is Ardra nakshatra. So Shravana nakshatra is Mahavishnu and Ardra nakshatra is Lord Rudra. So keep this in mind. We're going to visit this and we're going to get deeper into this. And I want to uncover Jupiter through two, and I'm getting a lot of these messages. This is something that I'm noticing where the moment I start a YouTube video, I get crazy amounts of notifications and people just want to connect to me and talk to me at that same time. So it's amazing. And this is a hold up video and I'm standing and talking to you. So I'm going to be switching hands. So don't mind the stand and the switching. This is just to make sure that we can continue this and there's no sense of time that we have in terms of finishing the video early, because I can't really hold this longer. So again, switch up, and get going from there. All right, so let's take this and go there. Yeah, all right, camera seems okay. All right, so we're going to uncover Rudra or Jupiter through two aspects. One, the exaltation sign. The second is the Mool Trikona sign. Now you could uncover this through any planet, all planets, you could uncover them through these two signs. The sign of where it's exalted and the sign which is the Mool Trikona or the office. So just by looking at these two signs, you would have a good sense of what the planet's all about. So let's get there and always remember these two things, which is Ardra Nakshatra and Shravana Nakshatra. So just keep these two in mind, then we'll get further into it. All right, okay, let's go. So let's look at the exaltation sign. So the exaltation sign for Jupiter is Kataka or Cancer. And in Kataka is essentially three nakshatras. It's Pushya. The right order is Punarvasu Nakshatra, Pushya Nakshatra, and Ashalesha Nakshatra. These are the three nakshatras that really power the Kataka sign. And Kataka, or the Cancer sign, is created by the moon. Moon is nothing but the mind. Moon is your mindset, your mental structures, and essentially as powerful and as vast as a mind. The nourishing, kingly planet could be a mother in your chart, your mind in your chart, many things. But let's keep that as the baseline, that moon is that. And if I have to break it down, if I have to break the sign down, it's essentially Pushya is nothing but Tishya, the old name for Pushya, or the ancient name for Pushya is Tishya, and Tishya means an archer. That's all it means. An archer, an amazing archer, a divine archer. That's what it means. And the symbol for Pushya is an arrow going around, right? A circle of arrow, or it could also be a bow as well. And there are people who talk about cow's udder and all of it. I just want to be very clear that I'm talking about the ancient symbology and going further into it. And if I go to the one on the left of Pushya, it's Punar Pushya. That's essentially what it means. It's essentially being Pushya again. That's what it is. And that's, again, if you look at the symbology, it's about a quiver of arrows, like a never-ending quiver of arrows, or an arrow itself. That's what it is. And again, it's all about archery. It's all about being this amazing archer that you are. And it's all about archery, having that sense of mastery of archery. And then you have Asalesha Nakshatra, which is one of the most weirdest combination that you would actually find. The Asalesha Nakshatra is nothing but Nagas, right? So, and Nagas is what we really want to get further into. And it's beautiful and amazing that Nagas are also associated with dragons. Nagas are associated with snakes. Nagas are also associated with Rahu and Ketu, right? The Dragon King Rahu. So that's where it is. So switcheroo time, and I'm going to stop saying switcheroo so that doesn't distract us. But we can just keep getting focused on the content itself. So that's where it is. So if you look at the exaltation sign is archer, and Naga. So that's essentially what the sign is. And exaltation signs are nothing but where the planet's extremely comfortable, extremely happy. It's extremely comfortable and happy, where it's like a time warp zone. Just spending time brings out a big smile. Spending time brings out a sense of passion. Let's say you love a certain sport. Let's say you love badminton and you love playing that sport. And you just spend hours together just playing for it. You enjoy it. Health benefits, being fit, having that sense of happiness to play badminton is just bonus. But the very fact that you just love doing it, you enjoy being there and you're good at it, just makes it even more enjoyable and lovable. The same thing with any sport. Take it kickboxing or any of it. Like, you bring that sense of violence, you bring that sense of striking, and all of it just makes you stronger, better, meaner, fitter. But at the end of the day, you love doing it. And that's essentially what exaltation signs are all about. The exaltation signs are all about anything that the planet loves doing. It loves doing it. And it'll just keep doing it forever. And it enjoys doing it so much. And that's what the sign means. So if you look at the exaltation sign, it's all about archery, and Nagas, which is all about understanding more and more deeper about the secrets, because Nagas are all about hidden secrets, deeper secrets, and into the mysteries of the world, what's not really told. Even Tantra is essentially more on the Naga side of it. So you also have Naga sadhus and all of it. So there's so much to talk about, so many beautiful things to talk about. But look at it as anything that's hidden, anything that's not essentially known to everybody is where Nagas are. And Nagas hold those treasure troves to you. So I hope you like the dance that I'm actually showing you. I'm showing you a light and not kind of enjoying it and seeing how this goes. So I'm just trying to see if I can take that light off in terms of it, but I hope it doesn't give you a head spin. So let's keep it there. All right. So exaltation is done, right? Now that tells you that Jupiter absolutely loves archery and Jupiter loves Nagas. So these two is completely established because it's all about Nagas and archery, and it also has to do with a lot with mindset, building your mindset, building something amazing. So I think I mentioned this before as well. The true billionaire of the chart is Jupiter. So if you're looking to be a billionaire, Jupiter needs to be extremely strong. So if you're looking at being a billionaire again, so what you need to do is to develop the billionaire mindset. Without a billionaire mindset, there is no developing yourself as a billionaire. So that's the baseline of what you really need to do to be the billionaire. So that's again a part of it, which is training your mind, making sure you're the master of your mind. Chandra, Shekara, Soma, Shekara. So this is something that's very important that you do. You got to like really be the Chandra Shekara and the Soma Shekara. So that's very important that you do that. So mastery of the mind is extremely important. And Indrasyarudra or Jupiter is Chandra Shekara or Soma Shekara. Absolutely amazing, smashing in terms of the level of mind mastery and control that Jupiter has. So that kind of takes things there. So mind mastery, absolutely amazing in terms of archery, because archery requires amazing fitness. You need to be strong. Your core needs to be super strong. Your shoulders needs to be strong. You need to have amazing eyesight. Your mind must be calm, but at the same time, you need to strike with precision. It's an amazing, amazing sport. So it's something that requires deep sense of mastery. And once you have that, you also need to have the secrets. You need to know the secrets and go further, which is where the Nagas come. So we've spoken 12 minutes. Wow, that's interesting. 12 minutes went through these conversations. All right, let's get going. So exaltation of Indrasyarudra or Jupiter is very clear. Now let's get further into the Mool Trikona sign. The Mool Trikona sign is Sagittarius for Jupiter, and there are 3 nakshatras that really power Sagittarius. Now the 3 nakshatras that really power Sagittarius is Mula, Purvashada and Uttarashada. Now Mula is nothing but Brahana Shakti. Brahana Shakti is this monstrous energy where you just shred anything to pieces. You shred anything to you just shred it. You just don't give it a chance to even be there. An enemy or anyone comes to you, you just shred them to pieces. You are ruthless to it, you just shred them to pieces. That's exactly the kind of power that Mula has. And that's the nakshatra where it's actually, that's the Mool Trikona nakshatra of Jupiter itself. It can shred to pieces. The enemies have no chance when it shreds things to pieces. So imagine that you are the master in terms of archery and you have some crazy, crazy arrows with you. Anyone comes to you, you can just, it's like a missile. You just shred people to pieces. You don't give them a chance to even come to you. That's the level of mastery that you have. And there's nothing calm about it. There's nothing priestly about it. There's nothing like, wow, how cool is this? No, this means business, all right? So that's number 1. Second is Purvashada. Purvashada is again a warrior energy, but warrior energy with water. This again is beautiful because water is very similar to Moon and Venus, and it's about exponentializing water. It's just not raw brute strength where you just go and, okay, I'm just going to like go with raw brute strength, but it's about knowing the nuances, the secrets of how to exponentialize water. And after I exponentialize water, I drink that water, I empower myself, I get better. At the same time, I can empower others as well. I can change consciousness of others. That's the power that water actually has, and that's essentially what Indrasyarudra is a master of. So I mean, various camera angles as we keep doing switcheroos. Looks like every 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes we're doing the switcheroos. So kind of liking the change in scenario, but I hope you get that intensity. Purvashada is again warrior-like, where it's about water, exponentializing water for warlike purposes. So it's like drinking it, empowering it, being that energy, and making sure that you're victorious. One of the Shaktis of Purvashada is Aparajita. Aparajita is a Shakti of Purvashada Nakshatra, right? So that's another one. Then you have Abhijitam or Abhijit Nakshatra. And Abhijit Nakshatra, the Shakti of Abhijit Nakshatra is Abhijitam, which is like giving an unchallengeable victory. Now, all these are about victory. Victory over your enemies, unchallengeable victory, and being extremely powerful and strong. Now, I've heard many who say about Jupiter as being a priest and someone who's like offers things and someone with a pot belly. And where is that coming from? Where is that coming from? It's power. It's power. It's amazing power. Brilliant mastery. And this complete Rudra energy where there is total mastery, mastery of the mind, but power. Mightiest of mighty. And don't take this lightly. Mightiest of mighty, where I can just destroy your enemies to shreds. That's the kind of power that Jupiter has. And Jupiter in Mula is crazy in terms of the power that it has, in terms of shredding people, shredding enemies. So keep that in mind. So one, exaltation sign. So you understand it's all about archery and nagas, deep secrets. Get to the Mool Trikona sign. It's all about the warrior energy, Aparajita, which is essentially not being defeated, bringing that Mula, which is like shredding to pieces, and just not having anything to it. So it's like just destroying it. So just that destruction on it. So just keep these two in mind. Now, we come to this most amazing and interesting chapter, which is Samudra Manthan. Samudra Manthan completely changed two things. Samudra Manthan completely changed two things. And look at it as a simultaneous time, where events are happening in simultaneous time and things are happening in simultaneous time. So one, there are a couple of stories running around. So one of the story is essentially where you had Rahu, who took a little bit of the Amrita, and Vishnu just sliced Rahu and Ketu. The dragon king Rahuriel was sliced to two. So that's essentially where the stance of Vishnu is. So stance of Vishnu is essentially saying that no, I wouldn't go on the Rahu Ketu path. What I would do is I would stick to moon, because I would stick to the moon, I would stick to the boundaries of the moon, I would respect the boundaries of the moon and stay kingly to it. And if you look at the depiction of Vishnu is also called Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam. So like moon, Shashi means moon, so like moon, Chaturbhujam, four arms to it. And even the exaltation point, let's say Vishnu is depicted by Mercury. The exaltation point is in Hasta Nakshatra. And Hasta Nakshatra is again ruled by the moon. So keep that in mind, where it's a choice made by Vishnu or Mahavishnu, saying that no, I'm going to stick with the moon, I'm going to stick with the I'm going to stick with moon, I'm going to stick with the mind, I'm going to stick with how things are. It's amazing. It's 20 minutes. Crazy. I thought I'm just holding it for a few minutes. I'm gonna just do a video, be done. But these videos are just getting longer and longer. Uh, kind of fun. I enjoy doing it. But let's just get going with it. So, yeah. So this is one incident that really changed the game. The choice that Mahavishnu made. Mahavishnu said, "No, I'm not going to go further into Rahu. I'm just going to be there and not take it any further." The one person that actually went towards the poison and actually drank the halahal, that changed the game again. So when he had the poison, when Indrasyarudra or Rudra had the poison, it changed the game. No sense of fear towards death. Just running towards it, making sure that it's for the greater good, and something else came through. Because Nagas are also about poisons, and poisons like holding deep secrets as well. So just went deeper to that poison and just went completely on a different tangent altogether. So this is the major Rahu activation, essentially with Samudra Manthan. And I've told this to you before as well, because Indrasya Rudra or Jupiter got a complete awareness of how Rahu operates. If you look at any other planet, the sun gets eclipsed, moon gets eclipsed. Then if you look at Mercury, too small, Venus gets absorbed, Mars becomes extremely powerful and activated. That's a different conversation altogether. But Indrasya Rudra is like that one true master of the Dragon King Rahu reel, where it's able to get the awareness of what Rahu is all about and says, okay, I got it. I'm going to control you because I have complete mastery of the mind. And this is just, if I think of Rahu, Rahu is moon exponentialized a billion times or a trillion times or a gazillion times, right? So just for the lack of a better word, it's how powerful Rahu is. But someone who's a master of Rahu is Indrasya Rudra or Jupiter. And here, this is where Ardra Nakshatra and Jupiter really make it. And when Jupiter is in Ardra, that is a true exaltation point for Jupiter. Because Rudra is the most ultimate archer, the most amazing and ultimate archer out there. And Jupiter, being all about archery and nagas and all of it, this becomes the most amazing exaltation point for Jupiter. Ardra Nakshatra, not Pushya, Ardra. Ardra Nakshatra becomes the exaltation point of Jupiter or Indrasya Rudra because it just transforms. And people say it's the Marka Sthana for Indrasya Rudra or Jupiter. And that did happen. Shiva or Rudra consumed the poison or halaha, completely changed the game. That poison changed the game completely. Gave so much awareness, completely out of this world. And that's the whole basis or foundation of Tantra, which is using substances which are not part of regular tradition, which is alcohol, tobacco, meat. You are able to use those substances and go beyond them. And that's essentially where this mastery comes in. And that's the beauty about it. And the one who really is amazing from a planetary system perspective is Indrasya Rudra or Jupiter. So after this long video, after being with me for 25 minutes, if you have to get this one message, there's only one planet you need to focus on. I know everybody comes and says, you know what, I am a moon type of a person, I'm a sun type of a person, I'm a Mars type of person. I'm only telling you that forget all of it. If you only look at Jupiter, and if you only look at Jupiter and strengthen your chart, and make sure that you have Jupiter all the time, you don't have to look at any other planet. Because a Jupiter can partner with any other planet and make that planet extremely powerful and amazing. Because of one true amazing Indrasya Rudra or Lord Rudra is Jupiter. mightiest of mighty, and can completely change your life. So always look at where Jupiter is placed and make a difference in your life. So this long video was essentially trying to tell you that Jupiter is Lord Rudra, and Lord Rudra in a planetary form that you can actually leverage and use for the greater good. And if you just take that Lord Rudra is Jupiter, then just activating your Jupiter again and again would really bring forth amazing benefits in your life. So there are multiple ways to activate Jupiter through Lord Rudra, which is, I told you the Rudra Gayatri. I've told this Rudra Gayatri many times, and there are many ways of doing it. One is from an Ishta Devata perspective, which is you love Rudra, you have a love and fascination to Lord Rudra. So you have that love and fascination, and you say, Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. A lot of love and sweat. And then you just send this to Lord Rudra, and you feel amazing. You feel that sense of love and connection. So Ishta Devata, like Lord Rudra, great, amazing. And this could be many forms. Could be Bhairava, could be any of the forms of Lord Rudra. Could be Shiva, could be anybody, but Lord Rudra again. And the second one is, let's say you understand Lord Rudra a little more. So this is trying to get into the benefits, get into what are some of the characteristics. And like I just mentioned, I gave you a lot of details about how Jupiter is Rudra, or Lord Rudra, or Indrasyarudra, and then you got deeper into that. So if I give you those details, then you start researching about it, and let's say you start hearing the Rudram, Chamakam, and then you again say Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat, and you say this, let's say 1,000 times, 2,000 times, and this becomes a practice for you. This is great. This is a second way of doing it, where you are connecting with the deity and going further with it. And all of this is fifth house activities. And fifth house, the natural karaka of the fifth house is Indrasyarudra or Jupiter. So let's say you're doing this, you're doing amazing, you're brilliant with it, you're just doing this mantra over and over again. Now the tantric way of doing it is really you are that, you are Lord Rudra, you are that Devata. And as you chant that mantra more and more, slowly and slowly, you are becoming that. So that is Tantra, and that's essentially what you want to get to. You want to bring that more and more into your life. So when you say this slowly, Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat, your body is changing. There are chemical compositions in your body which is changing. You are getting more and more into that space, into the space of Rudra, and you're being that. So this is again a tantric way of doing it. And all these three pathways are up to you, how you want to do it and how you want to take it. And essentially when you have a tantric pathway, it's great if you also have Rahu really supporting you. So one extremely strong Indrasyarudra and Rahu supporting you, then tantric pathways become easier and possible for you. So thank you for spending 30 minutes with me. I'm just loving this. That 30 minutes we spent having this conversation, and I just didn't realize the time. I just see a lot of sweat marks on my beautiful t-shirt, amazing t-shirt. But it's all right. I think it can get sorted. But use this. Use this amazing knowledge to get beyond this. All of this that I'm telling you is to ensure that you stay empowered with astrology, not get bogged down, but empowered. If you do this, you might not even need an astrology chart. You might not even need regular readings. You can just go beyond your chart and really be this amazing, powerful person that you are. and always choose to be the most amazing, most powerful, most confident, most aware person every time in your life. So whenever you choose to be the most powerful, most confident, aware person in your life, that's a natural activation of Indrasyarudra or Jupiter or Lord Rudra in your life. So just keep this in mind, and thank you for your love, subscriptions, comments and everything. I am loving what I'm doing, and see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.